Project Falco is coming right along. We've made quite a bit of progress since our last video was made. Basically, I'll go over everything we've done. First off, we have removed the old red box bodywork and we have installed the new bodywork, which is the new Evo nose cone and the Evo driver panel. We've also used Duo side pods. And the reason we like the Duo side pods versus the Evo is, for one, they're easier to mount. Two, they got a lot of real estate for us to set up sponsors on. And they mount, like I said, they mount right up to the bar. So the Nerf bar is the original Nerf bar, 2002 Nerf bar. This goes right up to it, and we bolt it right on there. So it's gonna work out perfectly. Again, this is a 2002 chassis. Had some adjustability to it, but it did not have a caster camber. So we decided to go ahead and add one in. So we're almost done with it. We just got to get we got to tap and die where the set screws are going to go. And we're going to get a little shorter kingpin, of course, to get this to fully work properly. And then it'll be completely adjustable. We've also added in some new tie rods. We didn't really need to do that, but these are a little quicker and easier to use, so that's why we added those. We've got a new brake system added, so we've updated that. Very easy to install. And the next thing we did is on the floor pan, we were able to just reuse the same floor pan. Jason was polished it right up and made it look brand new. We would have been able to actually use our original brake system too if we wanted to, but it's a good idea to update that, so we went ahead and did that. Since we're using a 2002 chassis, they weren't typically made to be able to take a radiator, so we had to add a section to be able to mount this radiator properly. Typically you'll have a spot down here where this bar would bolt to, but we didn't have that. So what was happening is this was actually riding against here, which is not good. So what we did is, where the brake mounts, we just drilled a hole through there, and now we're able to mount this right up, and no problem, it's mounted up, and now it's perfect. We can adjust it up and down as we need it, and it's perfectly mounted. Another thing we did is we installed a KG rear bumper, but when you do that, a KG rear bumper does not have a spot to mount your exhaust, so we had to make it. So we've got a piece of metal here that we fabricated. We just cut it and made it where it has a bend in it, and we're able to mount up the exhaust cradle and fit right on there perfectly. Another note on these KG rear bumpers: if you have an older chassis and you decide to mount it up to it, it's going to rub your tires, because on an older chassis, this section here is much shorter than it is on the newer chassis. So an easy fix to that is, with your existing bolt you have that you mount your old bumper to, you just replace that bolt with a longer bolt that comes through, and you're able to mount this right up. And what we're using right now for spacers is just a couple of nuts, but we're going to actually get a piece of metal that's going to fit right in here and clean that up, strengthen it, make it look nice. So that's nice and easy to do. The other section that we've done is the chain guard is almost complete. You can see where we're going to be making our cuts on it. We've got some wing nuts set in here, so we can actually take this off really quickly. Jason made a nice custom mount for that to mount up to, so when we take that off, we can get it off just like that, no problem at all. And now basically all we have to do is just kind of tighten up on what we've been doing so far, and then we're going to get the seat mounted properly. We're going to actually mount a new seat, but if you were doing this yourself and you want to save money, you could use your seat that you have, but we're going to mount a new one on there, scale it out, and get it ready for the track. So our next update, you should see us at the track and doing some testing on it.